Yeah, good morning to you all, TGIF. That means thank God it is a Friday. Today not the day where everybody they jubilate, they jollificate. Not minding the hardship in our country, but people still they happy, and that is why the country keep on moving forward. Yes, no matter what, even at the Senate House, they say they have sent them tokens for their holidays. And at the end, they turn it to be, they have sent them prayers in their email to guide them the way through. Look at what Akpabio is doing himself and the entire Nigeria before the live broadcast. Che, it is painful. Shame to our lawmakers that don't keep to the law they make. Shame to our lawmakers that want the citizens to tie their belts because of hardship, or rather they are losing their own, growing fat and fat every day, making jest of the poor that voted them in to go there to serve for their interests. It is really, really painful. Anyway, that one is not the story for today. It's going to be a story for another day. Because I'm saying comparing that very news, it's going to be fire for fire. Meanwhile, let us go straight to the Enugu State, where the southeastern governors at last they agreed to come together to have a meeting. And that is why I want to bring it to our doorstep this very morning, the outcome of that meeting of yesterday and what was discussed. Whether they have discussed to sell over our lands to the Fulani terrorists or to the Fulani, what do they call it, to the Fulani foot soldiers, or to the so-called Fulani cattle rearers or cattle headers. Well, whichever way it is, I cannot conclude now, not until I go into the details of the news to know exactly the point being treated on that very news. So, my wonderful people, last, the southeastern governors, they don't collect updates, and they don't collect woto. So, I don't say that I go feel call for meetings after how many years? Division is what they have, and they can never have anything tangible to discuss, other than the way they can loot the riches of the common man in Nigeria. Anyway, that is a story for another day. Let us proceed to get the headlines so that you will know what to expect on this very broadcast. Today happens to be the 11th day, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so in the month of August, all in the year of 2023. Happy new month. I still come to congratulate my people, and as he said, TGIF, thank God it is Friday. Make una do what? Hold your breath, because something huge is coming. Details of Southeast Governors meeting in Enugu State emerge. That is the first point. Deputy Speaker, he don't meet Ganduje, the newly appointed chairman of APC, Abu President of APC, I don't know, national chairman of APC, Omar Ganduje, and appeals for more ministerial slots for Southeasterners. But this is the same Benjamin Kano that went out there to tell us that he is satisfied with the only 5 slots being given to the southeastern part of the country. Now them now, all on the Nebuana, people where we voted in, go there and represent us. They go there. Only the thing they want to do is to be lobbying for their own personal interest, not even for the region. And then we will come out now and tell me, oh, the Buhari have done that, Tinubu have done this, and Shetima have done that. But indirectly, I have seen other senators lobbying for more slots in their own region, but in our own southeastern region, more. Imagine us with Okalo, he's only there to Emiloko. It is my turn to become the Senate president. Not even for the interest of the people of the Southeast, not for his own personal interest. It is his turn. Anyway, sir, we'll see how the thing will play out. But let's see and hope that we'll get more slots on the cabinet of Agbado. Insecurity. Navy announces plan to deploy more logistics, manpower to Imo State. How? Whereby the Imo State governor is working hand in hand with the Azare Dokubo, the militant. Anyway, coup leaders, they don't threaten to kill Bazoum if ECOWAS invades Niger. So, ECOWAS, this one now, on a turn. Make gonna do what? Make gonna handle this matter well, because I don't see say the Westerners done they pump Tinubu for Nyash, for us. They tell them, say, go to war, go to war, go to war. The people that are pumping you, they will soon leave you when you hit anything. And if you really cause war in this our Africans, or maybe whether East, West, North, and South Africans, all na Africans, Osimi, Uswanya, Tunumbu, anyway, Let me reserve my comment. Buhari's recent pictures tears reactions on social media. What are we going to do with his picture? This one is just a Photoshop. I beg, make we hear word. Fani Kayode reacts as ECOWAS orders immediate standby force against Niger juntas. Reno Omokiri reacts as Alex Oti purchases fleet of foreign vehicles. What happened to our locally made vehicle? The same thing that Enugu State governor did. It's all right. Look at them now. No be people where they preach us. We want development in our country. We want development in our region. But common to patronize your own locally made vehicles, you cannot do that. You went out there, carry our taxpayers' money to purchase foreign vehicles. In other words, contributing immensely to the development of their own GDP and also to their economy. While in your own country is dying on daily basis. They don't tell you to purchase a vehicle from the north, from the southwest or south. In the southeast there we have Enosim Motors who is producing, even if you want a bulletproof car today, it is available at Enosim. No, you don't need to order. Go there, you will find anyone of your choice. Ministerial screening. DSS allegations leveled against El-Rufai have been revealed. One more thing, House of Reps orders arrest of former Federal Character Commission official Haruna Kolo over job red carrying, collecting money in millions, all in the name of giving people jobs in the FCC. Anyway, my wonderful people, we are about to hit the ground running according to our able President Agbado Alhaji Tinubu. He said when first day in office he hit the ground running, second day he keep running, and the third day he take off like Usain Bolt. And that taking off like Usain Bolt, my dear, look at where it have landed us. Economic crisis, fuel increment, dollar 920 naira, a dollar to naira. From where he met it, from 750 naira, it have jumped. It have skyrocketed. How are they doing to speak it English? Anyway, my wonderful people, as you do watch, make it try to subscribe, make it like and comment. But remember that the pata of them all is make sure you share this message, let it get to every nooks and crannies of the southeastern region and also to our people in diaspora. The details of the meeting of the southeastern governors took place on Thursday in Enugu State have emerged. The details of the meeting was made known in a communique read by the new chairman of the forum and Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinjo. According to the communique, the governors have resolved to individually and collectively deal with the perpetrators and sponsors of insecurity in the region. The communique, read by the new chairman of the forum and Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinjo, said the perpetrators and their sponsors were criminals and should not be seen as legitimate agitators. Nigerians report that it was also the first meeting since Hope Uzodinjo emerged as the forum's chairman. Uzodinjo said, upon the arrest of those criminals, they will be dealt with in accordance with the laws of the land. The governors from the 5 states were present at the meeting, including Charles Soludo of Anambra State, Alex Choma Oti of Abia, Francis Nwifuru of Ebonyi, and the host governor Peter Mba of Enugu State. We wish to state categorically that the perpetrators of the insecurity in our region and their sponsors are criminals and should not be seen as legitimate agitators, he said. Uzodinjo added that the forum resolved to fight insecurity decisively in the region in partnership with the federal government and other stakeholders. He further commended the security agencies to cooperation and encouraged them not to relent in their respective duties. The chairman of the forum added that the forum resolved to hold a security and economic summit on a date to be announced. This one is coming all the way from the coast city, Lion Building, which is Enugu State, one of the southeastern states. Deputy Speaker Mitt Ganduje appeals for more ministerial slots for the southeast. Deputy Speaker Benjamin Nekalo has emphasized the need for equitable ministerial representation for the southeast region. Nigerian news gathered that Carlo conveyed his concerns during a visit to the APC National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje. Of the 48 ministers appointed, the southeast received only 5 slots, despite other regions receiving a higher count. Kalu insisted that the Southeast region deserved more, urging for fairness in line with the federal character principle. He said, "We are raising the lobbying for more for the Southeast. You know we are like the Oliver Twist, while thanking Mr. President for remembering us despite all odds and despite our contributions to the last election. He remembered us by ensuring that I also emerged as Deputy Speaker of the House, for which the region is very grateful to Mr. President. But we are also asking him, because he is a man that we know is magnanimous, to look into increasing the numbers of ministerial positions for the regions." In addition, we also came to discuss other pertinent issues that will affect the growth of the party, the nation and as well as my region, and we had a good time discussing those issues. The issue of national balancing, loyalty and cohesion in the country, in the spirit of the Constitution, with regard to federal character, the way and manner appointments and projects are done. According to him, we also deliberated on that to see that the balancing will increase national cohesion. This one is coming from the office of Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu from Abia State, Umuahia. I took the time to thank him and Mr. President for finding a lot of young people worthy to be in government now as ministers, and also women inclusion that has been praised over and over again and was part of the constitutional review that went to the former president that was not assented to. We are hoping that his presidency will be looking into that as I led the parliament in the House of Representatives on constitutional review. It will be one of the issues we will be representing to the president on the need to include more women in what we are doing. I want to thank him for my sister who was found worthy to be on board, Honorable Nkiru Onyeji Ocha, other members of the parliament like Tunji Ojo, Dr. Sununu, and all the members of the parliament that have been considered worthy to help in piloting the affairs of this very country, according to Benjamin Kalu. Navy announces plan to deploy more logistic manpower to Imo and other southeastern region, according to the Navy officer. The Nigerian Navy has promised to deploy more manpower and logistics to Imo State to deal with insecurity challenges in the state. The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, disclosed this on yesterday, during his familiarization visit to Imo State with Hope Uzodinjo. And that was report that Ogala and members of his entourage were received today at the Imo State Government House by Governor Hope Uzodinjo. Speaking during the visit, the Navy boss commended the Imo State Governor for all the support given to the Nigerian Navy with a cordial relationship between the government, the Navy, and the people of Imo. Lies. Ogala said the welfare of the Nigerian Navy by the state government has motivated them to put in their best in discharge of their duties. The Chief of Naval Staff promised that the Navy will deploy additional manpower and logistics to Imo State, in particular with a view to dealing with known fresh or flashpoints that constitute security challenges in the area, particularly on the sea roads and surrounding rivers. In his remark, Governor Hope Uzodinjo guaranteed his government continual support to the security agencies in the state. He said that the shared prosperity government will continue to provide a good working environment and logistics to help restore the dignity of Ndimo, according to Hope Uzodinjo. On the other hand, though, the coup leaders in Niger, they don't threaten to kill their democratically elected president, Bazoum Mohamed, if ECOWAS invades their country. So ECOWAS, this one, what do they call it? The ball is in your court now. Decide what to do. Either to save the president or to destroy the president. The Niger junta has threatened to kill the deposed president Mohamed Bazoum if the economic community of West African states, ECOWAS, attempted any military intervention to restore his rule. Daily Mail report that a United States military official speaking on condition of anonymity said the representatives of the junta told the U.S. Under-Secretary of State Victoria Nuland of the threat to Bazoum during her visit to the country this week. Recall that Bazoum, who was deposed on July 26, and his family are being held hostage at his residence by the military forces deployed by the coup leaders. The regional body had met in Abuja weeks ago and issued a 7-day deadline for the Niger junta to reinstate ousted President Bazoum or risk sanctions, including possible military intervention. ECOWAS issued fresh sanctions on Niger junta and their allies in Burkina Faso and Mali over to the sacked president. Meanwhile, ECOWAS said on Thursday that it had directed the deployment of a standby force to restore democracy in Niger after the coup. However, it gave no details about the makeup, location, and proposed date of the deployment for any military intervention force. In his speech at the extraordinary meeting in Abuja, Bola Ahmed Tinubu described the ongoing political crisis in the Niger Republic as a threat to the stability of other Western African countries. Tinubu has therefore urged ECOWAS leaders that the Union should prioritize diplomacy in settling the political crisis in Niger. Buhari's recent picture shares reaction on social media. A recent picture of the immediate past president of the Nigerian, which is Muhammadu Buhari, has caused mixed reactions on social media, particularly on the micro-blogging platform Twitter. Nigeria News reports a former aide to the ex-president Bashir Ahmed on Thursday shared a new picture of Buhari on his Twitter page. He shared the picture with a simple caption of Baba. However, after the picture was shared, some Nigerians took to the comment section to react. We will see the reaction later. While some spoke about missing Buhari, others talked about his physical attributes, while some others made comments about the coup in Niger Republic. Okay, let us see the reactions of the netizens. Below is the picture and some of the reactions that followed it. At a red fell, I don't miss Boo Boo, according to this one. Enter P the road to my regards to Baba. Please tell him that on behalf of Nigerians, we miss him already. He left Naira at a bad state of 940 pounds from about 350 pounds over 8 years. Tinubu took it to 1,195 pounds in less than 3 months. This is not what we want. At Hamsu, Baba is out of Niger. Well, I love the village. If you like, let him die there now. It will not come in. At no Charles Road, Sapa and Sofa, don't catch him. Don't catch him. Who tell you so? I beg you. At Awoken Niger youth, Baba, don't run before war starts. You still the tweet. At Abdul Malay, Baba don't they lose weight, you. Okay, we'll make on a continue. All this on observation. Well, I know they finish. According to this one, at I Am Beachy 90, what happened to him? Hope is feeling well. Anyway, looks like he's losing weight. Why cannot lose weight? After all the pains they cause to Nigerians. What is working on him now is the prayer of the innocents that are being killed and the blood of the innocents that are being shed that is crying day by day for justice. This man is a bloody murderer and he must surely pay for it. At a K-loaded one wrote, is it current skin color or camera quality? Okay, that one left for him to answer. At a Bruno Kwaraji wrote, we miss him and hope he pretend again. At Bazurete, Masha Allah, according to him, Ibrahim Gamua wrote, I beg, when is Baba coming back? He is missed. Coming back to where? So that he will come and kill the remaining Nigerians, Abi? Nehi, we say no to that. At ML_Damboa, I hate this gentleman. But wallahi, I started to miss him already because of this bad government. At I Am Rena, earlier wrote, I was discussing the hardship Nigerians faced during the Naira redesign period. Only God will judge between him and us. He, Allah, does not forget. Well, at Heske wrote, Omo, what happens to Baba's skin? Anyway, Baba don't catch another sickness, so no money to treat Baba. At Lake Castro, Borrower General of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, aka Sisu, money. Okay, this one I use a bit. Me, I don't know how to explain this one. At Guy Consistent wrote, Baba don't see shaggy. He never see anything safe. He may chop all the whole money in this life, but I can tell you categorically clear that the blood of the innocent will never keep shouting or crying for justice on the head of Bubu and the Tunumbu, the ones that they are still killing. At Chinua wrote, out of office, out of handsomeness. Okay, see Baba and handsomeness. I shake my head. Fanika Yode reacts as ECOWAS orders immediate standby force against Niger junta. Fanika Yode, former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fanika Yode, has reacted to the resolution made by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, at the extraordinary meeting in Abuja. Nigerian reported that the president of ECOWAS, Omar Aliu Touare, has said the regional bloc had ordered its standby force to restore constitutional order in Niger Republic. The order stated that the regional bloc maintained a stand against the military government in Niger and directed immediate enforcement and the monitoring of sanctions on the military junta. He added that ECOWAS underscores its continued commitment to the restoration of a constitutional order through peaceful means, according to Femi Fani-Kayode. Reacting to the development in a Twitter post on Thursday, Fani-Kayode shared a video that captures the ECOWAS resolution. The minister wrote, said Nigeria is now a war footing following the new resolution. He wrote, we are on a footing so sad, may God guide us. Where God is guiding you to? Illegitimate president planning to invade another illegitimate takeover. This is nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. Reno Omokri reacts to as Alex Oti purchases fleet of foreign vehicles. Former presidential aide Reno Omokri has berated the governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, for purchasing a fleet of foreign vehicles for the security personnel in the state while ignoring an indigenous manufacturer. That is how our country will grow. Nigerians understand that Oti had on Wednesday launched Operation Cross, a joint task force of police, army, navy, and other relevant security agencies, and subsequently unveiled 20 Hilux patrol vans donated by the administration to security agencies in the state. However, Nigerians have berated the governor for ignoring ingenious companies like Innocent and North while patronizing a foreign company. Nigeria wo okammanama. Charity begins at home. That one is not for Nigerians. Reacting to the development, in a Twitter post on Thursday, Umokri said, Oti, who is from the southeast, failed to patronize Innocent Motors and went ahead to purchase Toyota Hilux vehicles. He stated that Governor Umaru Fintiri of Adamawa State purchased 100 Innocent Motors vehicles for security operatives in Adamawa State in July. Omokri said Nigerian billionaire Aliko Dangote also purchased 3,500 trucks worth 63 billion naira from Anamco, stressing that good leadership transcends ethnicity. The former president's presidential aide noted that Fintiri and Dangote have demonstrated good leadership which goes beyond ethnicity and religion. He wrote, Alex Oti, a southeastern governor who should help promote Innocent Motors, a Nigerian company of the southern origin, bought 20 Toyota Hilux vehicles for security operatives in Abia State. Meanwhile, Umar Ofintiri, a northern governor, purchased 100 Innocent motor vehicles for security operatives in Adamawa State just last month. Aliko Dangote, a northern Fulani, also purchased 3,500 trucks worth 63 billion naira from Anamco, a Nigerian company of southeastern origin as well. Good leadership transcends ethnicity, and that is what the Adamawa governor and Dangote have demonstrated. Your neighbor can love you better than your brother. Not true. Cain killed Abel, but the good Samaritans saved the Jews. Yet, Jews don't mix with the Samaritans. This is the message for some Jews. That is why you should never blindly support your brother when your neighbor is better. And that is the simple truth. And that is, this one goes to the northerners that keep on supporting their own, even when they know that their own have died and rotten, but still yet they will support him simply because this is their own, according to them. One Nigeria is possible. One Nigeria is workable. One Nigeria is laudable. Embrace it. Think competence, not ethnicity. Am I speaking to somebody? Yes, my dear brothers. Among all your posts, this one you have really made it clear to me, and I really agree with you. Ministerial screening. The SS allegations leveled against Madam Nasir El-Rufai, immediate past governor of Kaduna State. The confirmation of former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, as minister in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is hanging in the air. While the 10th Senate, led by Godswill Akpabio, confirmed 45 ministerial nominees, El-Rufai and 2 others were not confirmed over security-related petitions. According to Premium Times, there are allegations of human rights abuses, unguided public utterances, and a purported flood of petitions leveled against El-Rufai. Only one person, Nasir El-Rufai, during the screening was part of the former governors on the ministerial list that enjoyed respect from senators during the screening exercise on the 2nd of August 2023. However, during the screening, the lawmaker representing Kogi West Senatorial District, Sunday Karimi, pointed to a petition against the former governor, but was shut down. Okay, they shut him down. The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, confirmed that the Senate received a series of petitions against some ministerial nominees, and not just El-Rufai, but that such complainants will be referred to the President, who nominated them, and the relevant investigative bodies. At the end of the confirmation proceedings on Monday, El-Rufai, who many thought had a smooth sail, was among just 3 nominees whose confirmations were withheld. The 2 others were a former senator from Taraba, Sanidan Ladi, and a nominee from Delta State, Stella Okotete. Akpabio said their confirmations should await security clearance, which left many Nigerians wondering what the security issues could be with El-Rufai's nomination. Source that spoke with the Premium Times on the allegations leveled against El-Rufai on condition of anonymity, and said most of the allegations against the former governor were already known to the public, and so what? The platform, however, stated that they could not independently verify the allegations. The issues, including broad and specific allegations, including his widely reported controversial remarks and policies, according to source with direct knowledge of the complainant by the SSS. They are broadly categorized as human rights abuses, unguided utterances, and conduct, petitions, public trust abuse, and other sundry issues. The source further stated that the SSS did not confront El-Rufai with these allegations. Allegation of unguided statements is a major thrust of the DSS report on El-Rufai, according to the source, who shared their knowledge on the matter. El-Rufai, while addressing a group of Muslims gathered in Kaduna after his party won the 2023 election, said Muslims could rule Kaduna for a long period while also consistently doing justice to Christians. The comment was widely criticized as decisive in a state where religious and ethnic tensions could quickly lead to bloody clashes. Months before El-Rufai's latest comment, a former senator from the state, a political adversary, blamed the worrisome security situation of the state on the utterances of the former governor. Citing El-Rufai's latest comment, the DSS, according to the source, said El-Rufai's public statement inflamed mistrust among the state citizens and, by extension, between Muslims and Christians in the country. The security agency also pointed out El-Rufai's comment in the build-up to the 2019 general elections, when he said foreign election observers and agents of the international community trying to meddle in Nigeria's election will return in body bags. Hey, WAHALA, in body bags. El-Rufai, who was a governorship candidate seeking a second term at the time, would later clarify that he was only expressing Nigeria's readiness to defend self against needless intervention by external bodies, saying his comment is the kind of statement you expect to hear from a patriot. The DSS said for that comment, El-Rufai was barred from entering the US, a claim yet to be verified. The source said the DSS also recalled a blasphemy tweet. He said El-Rufai posted in 2013. The agency said this generated uproar when he made the comment. Concerns were also raised about alleged human rights abuses by El-Rufai while he was governor. This includes the case concerning the killing of the sons and followers of the Shiite leader Ibrahim el-Zakzaky in Zaria, Kaduna State in 2015. Over 300 followers of the leader of the Islamic movement in Nigeria, known to the body of Shiite Muslims in Nigeria, were killed in the attack by the Nigerian army, according to the report on an inquiry conducted by El-Rufai-led government of Kaduna State. Although the military was directly responsible, the operation enjoyed the support of the state government. Instead of holding the military accountable for the massacre of the Shiites, the government chose to prosecute el-Zakzaky and his wife for the alleged murder of one soldier who was said to have been killed in a confrontation between the military and the Shiites in 2015. The case went on for years without the Kaduna State government being able to lead any tangible evidence. The Kaduna State High Court ended up dismissing the case in July of 2021. The el-Zakzaky case, according to the DSS, was reported to the International Criminal Court, ICC, and is being investigated by the United Nations Human Rights Body. Aside from the el-Zakzaky case, the DSS also accused Mr. El-Rufai of having engaged in arbitrary arrest of political enemies and seizure of properties and wanton demolition of properties of perceived political enemies. The agency also accused him of using force and intimidation to suppress protests, leading to extrajudicial killings of innocent citizens in the state, alleged financial misconduct. The DSS also alleged that El-Rufai was facing a series of ongoing litigations for selling federal government assets, although no verifiable proof was provided. Some other court cases, the DSS also claimed, involved El-Rufai's alleged embezzlement of public funds, abuse of trust, allegedly involving the use of cronies, allies, and family members for corrupt purposes during his time as head of Bureau of Public Enterprise, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, and Governor of Kaduna State. The source added that before his nomination, several petitions were filed against him. They also said cases were pending against him in different Nigerian and international courts, including the ECOWAS and the ICC. And see here, Tinubu went ahead to nominate him. That means you are taking Nigerian for a ride. According to the DSS, the agency also listed some petitions filed against El-Rufai, including one it said was sent to President Tinubu by the Islamic Human Rights Commission. It also listed an ICC document acknowledging the court's receipt of a petition requesting the investigation of Mr. El-Rufai for acts of genocide and crimes against humanity. The other cases listed by the DSS, the source said, were a petition to the National Human Rights Commission and Amnesty International, another one sent to the ICC concerning an alleged forceful takeover of prime land in Kaduna despite court orders, and one order sent to the Kaduna State House of Assembly over the demolition of properties in the state. Only one person have all these things. Still yet, the so-called president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria do not think that it is not necessary to put him in your cabinet, simply because him also is facing charges and nobody cares to investigate. He became president, or he forced himself to become the president. So now he has the right to appoint any criminal to be in his cabinet because how do they say it? That one good turn deserves another. Or how do they say it? Show me your friend and I will tell you whom you are. There were other sundry issues the DSS raised against Mr. El-Rufai. These include an allegation that he once insulted northern elders, whom the agency described as a respected group of statesmen. The security report source also said, accused El-Rufai of once describing Tinubu as the most corrupt person and vowing that he would never dispute or deputize such a person with a tainted profile. The agency also accused him of attempting to repeal Sharia law in Kaduna State in his dying days in the office as Kaduna governor. This was said to be in his desperate bid to appease the Christian population in the state. According to the source, the DSS described the move as dangerous with the possibility of triggering clashes all in Kaduna State. Well, the last but not the least, House of Reps orders for the arrest of former FCC official Haruna Kolo over job lecturing while in the office. Anyway, let us see what happens and how they plan to handle this very particular matter. The House of Representatives have ordered the immediate arrest of a former desk officer in charge of the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information System at the Federal Character Commission, Haruna Kolo, over job lecturing allegations. The chairman of the House of Representatives Ad hoc Committee investigating management of personal recruitment, employment lecturing, and other related matters, Yusuf Gadgi, made this known on Thursday during a meeting in Abuja. The committee made a resolution following the non-appearance of Mr. Kolo at the hearing. Recall that Kolo had on Monday narrated how he remitted proceeds made through the sale of jobs to the FCC chairperson, Maheba Tankaka. While honoring the summons issued against him by the federal lawmakers, Kolo accused Tankaka of selling jobs in public office to her close allies and families. Kolo added that her principal always insulted any prospective job seeker to pay a sum of within the range of 1 million, 1.5, and 2 million to his personal bank account, which he will always deliver to her in cash based on her instructions. He said when she came, she wrote a letter to the Accountant General then that any correspondence that was coming from the Federal Character Commission should not be attended unless she was the one that signed the letter. Whenever there was a new recruitment, she gave me and the names that I would take to the Accountant General before those names would be captured. She was the one that brought people, like almost 25 of them. One would pay 1 million naira and the other would pay 1.5, all to my personal accounts, after which she instructed me to give her in cash. All in cash, there's no transfer, there's nothing. It is just for me to withdraw through POS, from this POS to that POS, according to Kolo. I was never at any time involved in selling jobs to anyone. I only attempted based on the instructions, sir, according to him. Anyway, my wonderful people, now here we go take back our kaya and I go with the go-so. Try to like this video, comment, subscribe, and also the couple of them all. Make sure you share it so that everybody get to know what is happening in our dear country called Nigeria. Until you hear my voice again, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk. Bye-bye for now.